Hello, gorgeous soul. Welcome to your 2020 astrology. It's extraordinary. It's full on. It's intense. It's wild, isn't it? Yes, it is. We're all going to need a few of them kiki licks to survive this year. But seriously, it has a whole host of potential. We all have drive. We all have vim and vigor to make things happen. It's very, very energetic and full on. For instance, we have Jupiter and Pluto joining forces. I mean, that is a lot to get our head around, you know. There's optimism in transformation. Of course, at the beginning of the year, we had that Saturn and Pluto conjunction. There is a lot of intensity. How are you going to use that intensity? How can you use your drive and your force of will to help transform your life with love and abundance? And P.S., I'm going to do it slightly differently for the yearly. I really want you to feel the energy and to just relax into the magic of what's coming up. So I'm going to do this. This video is going to be Kathy's amazing nature waves, just to fully be able to meditate and focus. And hopefully you might watch it a couple of times as the year goes on to see what's coming up for you. It really is an extraordinary year. Here's your yearly astrology. Hey Sagittarius, are you ready for a massive change? This year is super important and all of us are going to have to let go of something to reel in a whole new level of treasure and to catapult ourselves forward on our soul path. Now this year kicks off for you with quite a jolly old start as Mars, the planet of action, the planet of passion, is going into your sign on the 3rd of January. It's powerful because it gives you the va-va-va-voom to get stuck into the new year straight away, although it can make you a little bit bad-tempered if anybody messes with you. So if you kind of tame that bit, you've got all the vibes going for you to rush in with optimism in your heart. Now, of course, the main event at the beginning of the year is the Saturn-Pluto conjunction, which hasn't happened for 500 years. And if you chuck Jupiter into the mix, we're looking at 800 years. So there is a powerful, once-in-a-lifetime year of big change. Now, Saturn is the responsible lord who kind of sometimes can feel restricting, which is obviously Sagittarius' worst nightmare. But Pluto is about radical change. Life, death, rebirth, transformation. Once it's done, it's done. And for you, the energy of this year is very much based on your security. How secure do you feel right now? How much abundance do you have in your life? Do you feel safe? And do you feel that you are building strong foundations? If not, it's crucial right from the beginning of the year, but all the way through, that you look at what is it that you need to change? What ideas do you need to let go of? What do you need to shift in your life to be able to feel truly secure in yourself and to get going and getting stuck into building your dreams and building a life where you feel valuable and you feel safe and you feel that you're doing what you want to do? The answers will come and we will all get quite a strong message, particularly around the 12th. But, and this is what I'm sticking to, Jupiter, the planet of good fortune, is also there. So if you do the work, there is a reward. But we all have to stretch ourselves and open up to making fundamental changes in our life. Now, because Mercury and the Sun, around the 12th and 13th, are joining the party, yes, a lot of kind of optimism, the ability to communicate, the right thoughts to come through on how to go forward. Also, on the 7th of January, you've got Mars trining Chiron, the wounded healer. And you're going through quite a profound shift in yourself and hopefully waking up knowing that you deserve happiness and knowing that you can improve your life and move in the direction that you want to feel more happy in yourself. So a commitment to bringing pleasure into your life, but grounded, practical pleasure will pay off. We've also got a full moon in Leo on the 9th of February, which awakens you to your adventurous spirit and gives you a clue on what you need to do to go forward. On the 7th of February, we've got Venus going into a fabulous place for you. So I would say the beginning of this year holds much potential for you to open your heart and to see the possibilities that could come your way this year. Now, the Mars and Jupiter conjunction on the 19th of March is also in that area. I mean, Mars is passion, Jupiter is good fortune, Mars is going, right, let's go for it. So really, the first 3 months of this year, you're like, right, let's do it, bring it on, I'm ready. But the key to all of this is being practical, is being down to earth, is drawing a sense of security around you, because that's when you can build your dream. Now, Saturn is nipping out of your second house and going into your third house for a few months. So you'll get a flavour of what's coming up, and it's all about communication and committing to changing certain patterns of behaviour around communication, also committing to your ideas, making a plan, getting stuck in to do what you say you're going to do, not having just floating around, but actually doing it. Now, I have to say, if I were you, I would look at my rising sign and moon sign, but particularly the rising sign. If you don't know your rising sign, go to my website, michelleknight.com, Michele with one L, and you can get a free natal chart there if you know your time, place and date of birth. And you'll be able to see what your rising sign is. It also gives you a description of your personality for free. All of this is free. And there's a yearly forecast for free talking about the exclusive transits that are just for you based on your time and place of birth. So get stuck into that as well. Anyway, Mars and Jupiter conjunction, very, very good. Opportunity for you to launch yourself. So, get on. Now, the Jupiter and Pluto conjunction, I can never get my head around. I mean, it's such a bizarre combination on the 30th of March. But it's, I don't know, I suppose in a way it's like having the courage to dive off a really high diving board, the courage to know that you can dive and you can dive well and you can just go into the next dimension, committed to evolving, committing to stretching yourself, committing to taking the next step. And Pluto's right, good, now you've taken the next step, boom, boom, shakalaka, that's it, no turning back. I mean, deeply, deeply profound. We then have the Mars and Saturn conjunction, and that's in your third house of ideas, and you are not going to waver. You're perhaps maybe the only thing is you might be too strong with your ideas towards the end of March. April is also good when it comes to love, as Venus goes into your 7th house of relationships and trining Saturn. Maybe you'll make a proposal to take a relationship further, or somebody will talk to you about your intimate relationship. But it's time to commit to what you want, and that's the theme of the whole year. Venus is also going retrograde on the 13th of May, so if you have any unresolved business with ex-lovers, you might find that in May that all comes to a head. And the new moon in Gemini is bringing about a fundamental shift in the way that you see relationships. New moon's all about endings and beginnings and new cycles, and it's in your 7th house of relationships, along with the Sun, Mercury, Venus, Vesta and the North Node. You're going through a big cosmic, karmic clear out when it comes to relationships. And actually, if you do the work, you can shift a load of baggage. If there's a repeating pattern or problem when it comes to your relationships, do the work and you will get the rewards in this very profound year. And lots of conversations with people you have a karmic connection with as well. And you're freeing yourself to do things differently, to see things differently, to explore things differently in a more structured and grounded way. Now, the full moon in your sign on the 5th of June gives you a peak experience. I use astrology not in a fatalistic way, but it's like that energy is there. There is a full moon in your sign on the 5th of June, and the full moon brings a peak of energy. So is there something that you want to use that energy for? Get stuck in May to build up the energy to have that peak experience on the full moon. In fact, anything I talk about and any dates I talk about, that's when you can harness the energy. There is a pesky old T-square on the 5th, which is urging you to look at your balance between your individuality, you as a human, and the way you relate to your family on the one hand and your intimate romantic relationships on the other. What's the story there? Does it all match up? Does it all piece together? Are you a different person with your family than you are with your partner or when you're a lover? Venus actually goes retrograde as well, so as I said, there's lots of things to sort out from the past. But when it goes direct on the 25th of June, you feel like, yeah, baby, I'm empowered when it comes to love. What else is going on here? There's a new moon on the 19th of August that makes you feel great. There may be an adventure. You may be leaping in to something that almost feels like it's meant to be, and it could involve travel. It could involve creativity or a creative project that you're doing that's connected to overseas, or you may even meet someone who has a profound impact on you that's from a different culture or background to you. The Grand Earth Trine on the 8th of September is giving you a great opportunity when it comes to your career. So look out for the 8th of September when something extraordinary could happen around that date if you put the effort in around your career. It's one of the best times of the year for you when it comes to your career. Followed swiftly up the rear with the Sun in Virgo, trine Jupiter in Capricorn on the 9th, which is also great for your career, making money and feeling grounded. And you're just opening to new ways to do that. This could be a very, very successful year for you. Jupiter and Pluto conjunct on the 7th of November as well. Big changes, a new way of looking at things when it comes to your security. You're taking a risk possibly, and you're making a radical change. Of course, then on the 21st of November, the Sun enters your sign and you feel your batteries recharged and you're ready to go and move forward. Mercury, the planet of communication, moves into your sign on the 1st of December, and your words are spells. Your words are powerful at the end of the year. You're super persuasive as well. Finally, the new moon. The new moon on the 14th of December is your own very own early new year and a new start. You're a magician around that day. Make a wish, conjure your reality for the following year. And on the 15th of December, Venus, the planet of love, goes into your sign, making you every inch a love magnet, helping you improve your relationship with yourself, helping you feel balanced, and drawing to you all things good for your emotional balance. Take care, gorgeous, and I'll speak to you soon.
If you want to check out your written monthly, weekly, yearly astrology, pop over to my website, michelleknight.com. I'm not doing readings at the moment, but I do have a company of some of the best psychics and astrologers in the world. I've had the company for 20 years. I handpick them and they are fabulous. So I'm going to start to show you, starting now, their little videos on here.
Hello, I'm Sally. My readings are honest and open. I speak from my heart. I use my intuition to express guidance to the client over the phone. People that call look for that guidance. They could be on their way to a meeting or feeling really unsure about which direction to go. It helps make a decision and feel like they're doing the right thing, and it helps them get clarity on their situation. I like to ask clients, do they have a particular question in mind, and that helps really hone in on the specifics of their situation. It's really important work and it feels like a vocation. I feel like I'm part of Team Light, so to speak, the team that is helping uplift the world. I like to empower people and to help people believe in themselves. I hope that they would feel like they've got a suit of armour on and that they can take on the world with more strength and courage and more empowerment, really.